Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports, back with your MLB rundown. It is Saturday, 4/4/26. How about April 4th? Hope everybody is excited as we are. Final Four is today, and we've got top play. Either going to be a 7 or 8 unit. I'm waiting on one piece of information to figure out the final, but it's going to be in the Michigan-Arizona game. You can get it over at the website for $30. It's the overall top play of the tournament. Or you can buy it in the 2-week All Sports Pass. So how do you do that? Text your name to my number, very simple, 574-333-8717. You'll get the 2-week All Sports link. Only place to get it is directly from me. It's over a $600 value, so I'll have 3 plays for today, plus 13 more days of winners. Text your name to me right here. Okay, here we go. Big card, so we're going to go pretty fast here. There even is a double header here. We're going to start us off early, 1 o'clock. Detroit hosting in St. Louis here. Nice win by the Tigers yesterday on their opening day here. Now with Flaherty on the mound, minus 148. And Flaherty's one of those guys that I had hoped last year was going to take over that number 2 spot for Detroit. It just did not work out last year. I don't think it's going to work out this year. So far, he's got already a 4.5 ERA. I know Dusty May got beat up pretty bad last time out, but I think St. Louis is the play here. I think they bounce back in a big way. And I'm just not a big fan of Flaherty, so I wouldn't lay that price with him. Give me St. Louis plus 134. Second game, this is first half of the doubleheader, Milwaukee and Kansas City here. Milwaukee's minus 109, total 9. And, this is a Brewers team that is going to be, if not the best team in the NL, they're going to be second best behind the Dodgers. But I actually think they have a chance because I think the Dodgers are going to be a little distracted after winning back-to-back, that they might think like, hey, we can just kind of mail it in and turn it on come playoffs. And so I think you kind of playing early, I think you're going to get Milwaukee at pretty good prices, which to me, that's always nice when you think you're going to get them at a better price than you should. So they did get rained out yesterday or postponed. I like Milwaukee in this one, minus 109. I just think they're the better team. I like the better offense. I like their bullpen. The Patrick pitching off here in this one, I'm not in love with it, but everything else is a big advantage for them. Toronto, minus 163 at the White Sox. And White Sox, big favorite here for a reason, total 8.5. And this has just not been a good year. I mean, the White Sox they have 2 wins. I think there's probably some people out there didn't think, and one of them was yesterday. They won 5-4. Nice win there with, what was it, Cease on the mound? No, Taylor on the mound. Cease was on the mound. So I think if you look at the White Sox, they're going to be a good play a lot this year, like this situation where you can get them at plus 1.5 at near even money. And I think the screams is going to be a 1-run game. So give me that. I'm going to take the White Sox plus the 1.5. Orioles at the Pirates here. Orioles favor minus 115 with Baz on the mound. And, like yesterday was opening day for Pittsburgh. So I always think it's a tough spot. They won on opening day. Now they've won 3 in a row. I think it's a big letdown spot when you win at home sometimes. And I like Baltimore's lineup. I know last year they had the really slow start. They're 3-4 now after winning the first couple games. I think Orioles kind of need this game for their psyche. Dodgers and the Nationals. Dodgers minus 262, total 9.5. And the Dodgers keep on keeping on. Now, I said I do think the Dodgers, as we roll on this year, they're going to be a distracted team. It was not yesterday. They won 13-60 yesterday. I think it's going to happen here in the next couple of weeks as you just kind of start mailing in. I love Glass now. I think he's one of the best. I think he's probably their best, if not their second best pitcher. I think he shows it tonight. I think you take Dodgers minus 1.5. I think they win big on the road here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on all the great content we have here at Doc Sports. Houston at the Athletics. They're playing right now. It's in the 5th inning, I believe. In the 4th inning, the Athletics are up 4-1. So it's looking pretty good for the Athletics to get first crack their win at home this year. They're just 1-5 heading into this game, so hopefully 2-5 for them. I kind of think sometimes you break through and it becomes multiple games. I like the Athletics plus 103 in this one. I think it's going to, because the pitching matchup's a good toss-up. And the Athletics at home last year were pretty good there in Sacramento. I think they keep it going. Boston hosting in San Diego. Boston's up minus 143. I don't see a total in this one, but I see it 8. I'm sorry. It popped up there. Boston won 5-2 yesterday, and Sonny Gray looked better. I did not think he was going to be very good yesterday, but he looked good yesterday. I think they win again today. I think this is a Padres team that's just not very good. I think they're a little overrated. I think they're going to struggle to score at times this year. Give me Boston minus 143. Miami and the Yankees. Yankees are on a tear. They've won 6 of their first 7 games, minus 189, total 8. And Weathers, he's not world beater, but, man, their bullpen is so good. If you don't get on the Yankees early, they just punish you. They won 8-2 yesterday. The game before they won 5-3, 5-0. I mean, they continue to just pour it on here. Give me the Yankees. I'm going to lay the minus 1.5 here. The only way with this price. Reds at the Rangers. Rangers minus 140, total 8.5. The Reds ruined their opening day yesterday. I think they might make it back-to-back here. I think this is this is my Reds team. I know all about them. I think Lauder will be just fine. I think this Reds bullpen is going to be okay this year, and I think their offense is going to be feisty. Give me the Reds in this one. Next game, Brewers and the Royals. This is the second of the 2 games. Sproat on the mound versus Lugo. I like Lugo and the Royals in this one, plus 104. I think they'll get the second half of the doubleheader. Next game, Rays and the Twins. Rays small favorite, minus 106, total 7.5. And it's been all about the offense. The Rays games have gone big scoring games this year. And I kind of like the over again here. I think both these pitchers are going to struggle. Yesterday, the Rays lost 10-4. They lost 8-2 the day before that, 6-2 the game before that. All 3 of those games went over. The Twins offense has found something. They've scored 9, 5, and 10 their last 3 games. I like the over. See it at 7.5. I see some 8s out there. Either way, I think it cashes. Cubs and the Guardians. Guardians got a nice home win to start their opening slate of games. Nice opening day win. Cubs, though, minus 140 with Imango on the mound tonight. I think the Cubs bounce back here. This is a Cubs team that I think is going to struggle early this year. Last year, they got off to a hot start. I think it was kind of a little bit of aberration, but I do like them in this spot, minus 140. Braves and Elder against the Diamondbacks here at Arizona. Braves minus 107, total 10. Elder looked good the first time out. So did Soroka, though. I think these 2 pitchers are going to be pretty good again here. Of the 2, who would you have a little more faith in? I think Elder. I do think Elder, the righty Elder, I think he's not dominant, but I think he'll be good enough. He had 5 strikeouts in 6 innings the first half, only allowed 5 hits. I like him here. Give me the Braves in this one. Phillies and the Rockies. Phillies minus 225, total 10. And Philly's just 4-3 so far. I think a lot of people thought they would be higher. And the Rockies 2-5. And when you see Philly, you think this team is just going to kind of flex their muscles and get it done. And, I think that probably will happen. They won 10-1 yesterday. I think it'll be not quite as big as yesterday, but I will take Phillies minus 1.5. Now, 2 games left. Mets and the Giants. Mets minus 116, total 7.5. And, a Mets team that is 3-4 headed into this game as they are still playing. Right now, they're up 5-0 against San Francisco. So they look to even it up and, maybe move 1 game above 500. I like Holmes a little more than I like Raup here. And only having to lay minus 116. I think you take the Mets in this one. And then the last game, Seattle minus 157 at the Angels here. They are playing right now. It is 0-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. I thought Seattle would win that game pretty easily. Maybe they still will. But I like the Angels in this game. I'm not in love with Hancock for the Seattle. And Seattle's an offense that, they rely a lot on the long ball. I think sometimes those teams on the road especially can kind of, you just kind of wait around. Give me the Angels here at plus 140 to finish this up. Now, my overall top play is going to be in college basketball today, either a 7 or 8 unit play. You can get it $30 over the website. But an even better deal, you get the 2-week All Sports Pass. You'll get all 3 plays for today, plus 13 more days of winners. That's a $600 value. Text your name. Tell me you went to Craig's all-week, 2-week All Sports Pass, 574-333-8717. All right, guys, have a great day. See you again tomorrow. Happy Final Four.